Okay, so real quick tutorial about working with Sintra. Sintra is a thermoplastic. Hello, little bit. Sintra is a thermoplastic material plastic that is about different thicknesses, but what I'm going to be working with is about 2 to 3 mils. What it is plastic over foam in the middle, and then plastic again on the other side. So what you can do is you can melt it down and mold it and form it and make all these cool things. So I'm just going to do a real quick sample about what can be done with this, with just this little scrap piece here. And yeah, so materials are obviously Sintra, kitchen shears, but you can use box cutter, whatever. You're gonna need gloves because you're gonna be using the heat gun. Yay, heat gun. Okay, so another warning is this shit reeks like fucking bad. So I'm outside with the cats, and yeah, so hopefully this will, do wonders for everyone's understanding of what Sintra is. And yeah, so let's get started. Just gonna put the phone down, just let's go right here. Is that gonna work? Right there. How about that? Is that gonna work? Is that gonna work? Ah, it's gonna work. Okay. So hi, Beardley. So kitchen shears, Sintra. Just gonna do a real quick couple cuts. Okay, get a little tiny piece. So again, teeny tiny, gloves go on. These are nice gloves. Okay. Heat gun. Now, this is not very flexible right now. Has a little bit of give, a little bit of wiggle, but so much so that if you flex it too far, it will snap. So, same with this little guy. A little bit of bend, but it'll snap. But I can heat them up. Oh, it smell though. So now he's hot, and it bends so nice. It turns into like putty. So I actually think I can work without the gloves on this one. Ooh, it's hot though. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up the camera again, which is still rolling. Good, very good. Okay, so we're gonna heat it. Oh, don't go flying away. And it's good to get both sides because, you want it to cook evenly. You guys can't smell it, but it smells awful, I promise. Okay, so it's starting to curl up a little bit. You'll see the nicks are all curled up, but see, it's super malleable now. And the cool thing that you can do about this is now that it's all nice and malleable, ooh, it's super hot, is, oh wow, it's super flexible, super nice, everything. And you can fit it to, let's say I wanted to, for whatever reason, make a little arch like that. So I'm gonna hold it for a minute as it burns into my flesh, and it's gonna come out, it's gonna stay like that. So, oh my god, it's so cool. I love this stuff. It's not as malleable and easy to use as, say, Warbler, but it's, I guarantee you, this shit's gonna come out, and it's gonna be a lot better than Warbler when it comes to taking blows, or being a standalone prop. As Warbler, you typically need to layer multiple layers of Warbler, which is very expensive, and then over something else. So yeah, now this is starting to cool down, so it's back to being brittle again. So much so that I could probably break this, but I want to show you guys something cool. Is if for whatever reason you didn't get the right bend, like say this is too much of a bend. Oh, you're gonna try to. There we go. Oh, yeah. All right, and you're seeing it's starting to melt back out, starting to go back into its neutral shape. Oh yeah. See, it's back to being malleable again. You can press it down, and aside from a little bit of singeing, which obviously you can see the discoloration a little bit, kind of, a little bit of brown, a little bit yellowing from the heat. That's obviously going to get painted over, but other than that, and a little bit of shrinkage, it's going to come back to the same shape that it was earlier, and it's starting to cool down, so it's starting to get brittle again. But yeah, that's the awesome shit about this stuff. It's very forgiving to work with if you have the patience to sit there and mold it properly. But you can take it after it's been heated up and put it up against something with an edge or anything that's rounded, and it'll conform to that. And it's not sticky. It is smelly. In my experience, it is cheaper than Warbler. Maybe not as readily available, as Warbler is kind of blown up recently with a lot of people like Kamui going about and saying how awesome it is for her cosplays and whatnot. And that's fine, but coming from a manufacturing background and having worked with this as packing material, which is how I found about it, like, this shit's amazing, and it's cheap, and it stinks, but it's fucking strong, and it's good. So, yeah. Thank you, and, hopefully that was good, and yeah. So, yeah.